You could have a record-breaking sales month, hit every quota, and celebrate with the team. But when you wake up on the first day of the next month, your revenue counter resets to absolute zero. To survive, your sales team has to immediately start hunting for brand new leads, pitching from scratch, and closing one-off deals all over again. It is a high-stress, unpredictable cycle that leaves no room for long-term planning. The subscription model offers an alternative to this grind. It provides the predictability of waking up to guaranteed revenue, allowing companies to invest in better talent and infrastructure because they know exactly what's coming in. This stability is why legacy corporations are abandoning the models they were built on. Adobe and Microsoft no longer care about selling you a physical retail box. They want a recurring spot on your monthly balance sheet. Investors follow that stability. Publicly traded companies that secure high recurring revenue are routinely valued 3 to 5 times higher than traditional retail competitors with the same profit margins. Successfully making this transition requires more than a new billing system. It means shifting the business away from a single delivery of goods and toward the continuous management of a customer's ongoing needs. To justify a monthly bill, the product must serve as an engine of continuous value. It has to either solve a problem that keeps happening or provide a level of convenience that becomes a permanent part of the customer's routine. Most subscriptions fall into 3 categories: replenishing products that run out, curating new experiences for the user, or providing constant access to a library of tools. This access model has moved beyond digital media and into heavy industries like automotive. Once the engine is set, you need the right pricing gears to capture different market segments. Effective subscription businesses replace flat pricing with a tiered structure designed to sort customers by specific needs. The basic tier is a low-friction entry point. The pro tier is the primary profit driver. Positioned alongside basic, the decoy effect highlights its increased value. Finally, the enterprise tier acts as a high-priced anchor, capturing maximum budget from large organizations. This pricing architecture ensures that whether a customer is a single freelancer or a global corporation, they are paying the highest amount they are realistically willing to contribute. We can see the power of this shift in the world of high-stakes software, like the systems used to manage massive factory operations. Under the old model, selling these systems was a nightmare. A factory would have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars upfront for a localized installation, requiring months of pitches and high-level board approvals. Shifting that same software to a cloud-based subscription removes that friction. A monthly fee of a few $1,000s is often low enough for a department manager to approve on their own, drastically shortening the time it takes to close the sale. However, this model introduces a new danger: the churn rate. If you lose 5% of your users every month, you have to find an equal number of new sales just to avoid stagnation. Without managing this leak, you're simply running in place. To fight churn, businesses build high switching costs, integrating their service so deeply into the client's workflow that leaving becomes a logistical headache. They also use discounted annual billing to secure the relationship for a full year. The most effective defense is a shift from reactive support to proactive success. This means monitoring how a client uses the service and intervening to provide help before they ever consider clicking the cancel button. Before a company can enjoy recurring revenue, it has to survive a period of extreme financial strain known as the Valley of Death. This chart shows the danger. While costs for sales and production remain high, revenue is collected in small, monthly portions. This creates a gap where the business dips deep into the negative zone before it reaches the break-even point. Internal structures have to change as well. If a sales team is used to big upfront commissions, they will likely leave the company when those bonuses are replaced by smaller, recurring payments. The incentive structure must be rebuilt to reward long-term retention. This model also requires the discipline to reject customers who aren't a good fit. Taking on a client who will constantly need expensive support, only to churn in 3 months, is a net loss for the company. The recurring model changes the nature of the transaction. Instead of a single purchase that ends the interaction, the first payment marks the beginning of a long-term partnership with the customer. By focusing on that ongoing value, a business builds a durable economic moat. It moves away from the month-to-month struggle for survival and into a state of permanent financial sustainability.